Hello everyone, welcome in and good morning. You are tuned into twitch.tv/bedsores, coming to you live from my sick couch in the chronic illness autonomous zone. I'm your host Alyssa here with my co-host and transcriptionist Earl. Let's get some rest today. Welcome to SAKURA TAISEN HANAGUMI TAISEN columns, Sakura Wars Flower Division Battle columns. So this is a spin-off of a game that came out in 1996, just a year prior, for the SEGA Saturn called SAKURA TAISEN, Sakura Wars. I want to do a quick introduction of what this game is, and get a sense of the characters a little bit. Trust me, a lot of girls. Sakura Wars combines tactical role-playing, dating sim, and visual novel elements. The game follows the exploits of the Imperial Combat Review, a military unit dedicated to fighting supernatural threats against Tokyo while maintaining their cover as a theater troupe. Ichiro Ogami is assigned leader of its all-female flower division, Hanagumi, a group of women with magical abilities that defend Tokyo against demon attacks using steam-powered armor called Kobus. Top 3 game genres? Yeah, totally. And now it's a puzzle game, also. What's not to love? If you don't know anything, now you'll know something. Here's Sakura Taisen. Kirishima Kanna, Kanzaki Sumire. The twerp is Iris Chateaubriand. This is, in the center, is the main character, Shinguji Sakura. The guy is the self-insert, Ichiro Ogami. Tachibana Maria is the tall Russian lady with the gun. I believe she's Russian. The mousy girl who screams violence, violence. Koran Lee. That's her. Ayame Fujieda. They're all mech pilots who wear tuxedos when they're in their mech. This is the first game that we're playing of this series that is a columns game. Columns is one of the essential video game puzzle genres. Oh goodness. Koran Lee, the mousy girl who screams violence, violence. Let's pick her. Alright. Okay, so we're going to be progressing in a battle format, much like Puyo, much like many other games, much like an arcade fighting game. So pieces are only coming down vertically. I can't make them horizontal. When I match 3 in a column or a row, left, right, or a diagonal, they clear. I think that's some kind of special attack. So we get a lot of cute galge type art. She's at the beach. She's on a mining expedition. Oh, interesting. So I just sent garbage in the form of blocks that take a certain number of turns to clear. So my opponent has charged up her level 3 attack. Oh dear. Damn.
I'd let her kill me.
I'd let her kill me. Now I'm just a tree. So it seems like the strat is to charge up and attack to build meter. As a poet once said, keep honking, I'm building meter. And she just got a big old combo, which still does send intermediary garbage. The animations of them playing video games, it's very cute. Oh, I built it? Oh, interesting. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to send her some garbage that would kill her and send her to the Shadow Realm. I think there are a couple of emulation errors on this, like the lack of transparency over the win-loss stuff. MAME is not infallible. Is the butch supposed to be winking when she wins, or is it a twitch? Can't expect me to know everything about butches, even though I want to. I gotta tell you, game devs, you gotta have garbage canceling in your games. Her victory pose is eating food? That's great. Discovered your vids on co-host really taking the series? DJ Group Hug, I'm very honored. Thank you so much. I just want to share puzzle games with people. No, don't hit me with your beam! You're so sexy, haha! Life's a butch. End of saying. Life's a butch, and then you cry because you love butches. I'd like to remind everybody that this is stage 1. Some arcade games would say, hey, let's put the easy mode on stage 1 to encourage players to keep going. Not this arcade game. Maybe it's just assuming that I've played Columns before. As far as I know, this is my first time. Kill! What? So the margin... What happened to my meter? It just goes away if I don't remember to press it in time? Finally, I won. Oh, she's so upset and I killed her. And now she's a fucking tree! So this is the sort of, I think, courtesan type figure. And this is where I tab away because I'm in the office. Oh, come on, it's just swimsuit Skrig. She gets married and I start crying. Now she's not a tree, she's a horse. Oh, bitch, stop. Girl, stop. Stop. You're gonna get me in trouble. Okay, that victory pose is pretty cute. It's the coolest shit I've ever heard of. I'm sorry that I'm using so many superlatives today. Using superlatives excessively is a sign of lack of imagination in writing. There are more ways to say what you mean rather than having something be the best or the most. We rely on the superlatives in order to say what we mean, when things are usually more subtle than that. A way that, like, people use to make their sufferings legible to other people has been to state them, like, in a superlative manner. And I understand that impulse and don't want to sort of deride it too much, although I think that things get lost in translation when everything is superlative. But I think purely from a writing, technical, and craft standpoint, the necessity to refer to things as being the best, or the only, or the first, is a particularly modern sickness that we ought to do away with. Superlative taxi, superlative waxy, best cast person ever, call that superlative tabaxi. Liz hates jokes, yeah. I'm very unfunny and I hate jokes. I didn't say you were unfunny. Fuck you. Liz is more of a high concept comedian, a regular Norm Macdonald. Why would Norm Macdonald be the guy you think of when you think of high concept comedian? It's fine. So the dialogue is personalized, like that character just addressed our character. I think this character's whole personality is cutesy girl who's actually a bitch. Skrig, it's not that kind of thing. Skrig, come on. She's not like a child who's secretly 300 years old. She's just a child who's a war criminal, okay? All right, everybody. So now that Skrig is typed out, give me things to say about what's happening right now that describes how good a time we're having and what she's missing out on. Oh my god! Sakura just started doing some fucking hermetic rituals. She's reading Tristestimus. I think that's his name. She's punching Israel Regardi in the face. Oh my god. Queen. She's reciting the true maidens of God. She might just go all the way. Garbage nullification is an essential mechanic to create such a thing as defense, rather than just offense parallelly. When you charge your meter, this game gives you the opportunity to explicitly play defense by reducing the overall height of your stack, which is good, it's something. You can either store, attack, defend, or lose. And I think that's really cool. So when you clear next to a piece that's counting down, it removes one extra from the counter. I have not gotten past stage 2 in this game. Does it seem like the characters affect anything gameplay-wise? I don't think so. There might be drop tables that I don't know about. I also can't tell if the AIs have personalities like they do in Pedal Crash. Crying while eating a bowl of rice! She's just like me for real. That doesn't work. Setting up 2 on top of 2 is the exact kind of mistake that a Puyo player would make, because you can't clear squares. Oh, she's already hitting at me? Okay, so that actually puts forth a theory for me that the AIs do have personality. Let's play Maria. Could try to fuck with the dip switches for a while to see if I can find an easy difficulty setting, but they're not labeled very well, and I see no reason why not to just hang out with these girls and do my best. So what do we know about Maria? She likes to read books, she likes to wear gloves. She wears gloves as much of any of the other players? I guess so. It just seems like she has a glove-wearing personality, you know? Does she, you know, wear gloves? She's cold. Oh, she looks really good as the tree. The girl on the right wears gloves so far in every image. Yeah, but like, she doesn't have a glove-wearing personality. I'm right, and I can't explain to you why I'm right, but I'm absolutely right about this. This is entirely based on feel, which is slightly hampered by the fact that they are gloves. Who else would you say is glove-wearing energy? All right, so when I was like 15, my high school did Model UN, and there was a guy who was at the Model UN conference who wore these black leather gloves at all times. I was very curious. I'd never met anybody like that before. He was sort of like, he had these like short cropped brown hair and sort of like this long overcoat, and he wore these gloves all the time. And so I naturally thought, oh, something must have happened to you. Okay, I'll be respectful. And then I saw him take his gloves off and his hands were fine. And my brain short-circuited. I blue screened. I lost it. I didn't say anything to him about it, of course, but I was just like, wait, why are you wearing gloves inside? You're like writing with gloves on. In leather gloves. What? He was just kind of a little twerp. He was a little prep. This character is just wearing winter clothes most of the time, so that makes her glove wearer. I don't... Daggett wears gloves, to which Daggett responds, what the fuck did I ever do to you? You have some problem with glove wearers? I clearly do, and I don't know what my hang-up is. Kill. Why does she have a pine cone on her head? What? What was that? Horse titties? Was that necessary? Where were there horse titties, Queerman? Please enlighten me. Oh. Horse titties. I know what you mean. That was necessary. Horse titties. I have good news what udders are. Cows are not horses! Okay, I have an idea for a combo. Worst thing you can ever hear me say. I'm never going to be cooking something when I say that. Attack me. I played one gacha game. I played Banji Dream. Did I just win my first round too? That horse got titties. We're going to round 3 for the first fucking time. Let's go. I got lucky. Hit me with those fake breakbeats, yeah! So this girl on the right is actually 3 girls. I don't really understand what her deal is with, but... sometimes a girl is 3 girls. It's fine. Kill. We're advancing to the 4th stage for the first time. All it took was a well-timed thing, and they become the witch. Oh, I think this lady has migraines. She's right now in bed with a headache. She's a queen and she's just like me. Kite Star, hello! There's a fan patch for the second one on Dreamcast. There's a sequel to this game? I found a couple of dates on Lex. Lex sucks, but people using Lex as a social networking app is the bad thing about it. There was also like their hand-wringing that they did about like, you can't have NSFW stuff in your profiles because it's a matter of consent, you know? No, you're just like, even if that was an issue, which on a dating app built on the culture of queer hookups, I think is shitty. Like, you're doing this so that you can be in the App Store. That's it. I remain in utter criticism of any dating ad whose purpose is not to try to make the person who's writing it seem hot. You've missed the purpose. I do not need to know about how sad you are on a dating app. This is not your Twitter account. This is not your Facebook. This is not your Instagram. Oh my god. The person you are playing as drops a ton of garbage and color-matching columns lists, so all your wins were enough to win instantly. So they do have different, like, drop tables. Interesting. Okay, so there is a drop table. I send a lot of stuff, but it's easily clearable, allowing people to immediately counterattack. Alright. Let's see. Final thoughts on Sakura Taisen Hanagumi Taisen. So, like, it's columns. So let's elaborate the other stuff. The characters, really cute. A number of, like, backgrounds and voice lines, including the versus voice lines when 2 characters faced each other. felt very generous of spirit. Although it isn't garbage nullification, which I think is a simpler way to create offense and defense. Do you have to show them your butthole? It didn't even feel that awkward to me to like do a menuing in the middle of playing a puzzle game, which I expected it would be. It was fine. The game does attempt to make the blocks textured as well as colored, which is like a basic color accessibility thing, but it's not what it could be. SAKURA TAISEN HANAGUMI TAISEN columns has battled its way into my heart under the flourish of falling petals. This has been twitch.tv/bedsores, coming to you live from my sick couch in the chronic illness autonomous zone. I've been your host Alyssa, here with my co-host and transcriptionist Earl. Take care, and do your best. Wow, I'm back. Being a lesbian as a fun joke with friends. This ain't a joke. This is my whole life. Hey, look at these girls. Aren't they cute? Look at these girls. They're pretty. Look at the girls. They're cute. We like them. Hang out with them. They're girls. They're cute. We love them. We love them. We love them. We love girls. See something noticeable about the way that I'm wearing my earphones? My head ears? My earbuds? My headbuds? My phones? Completing this joke is left as an exercise to the reader.